A Quartararo.
Quartararo. Non mi marcavano il dietro. Ma perché Costa era davanti a te, è caduto, no?
Costa subito.
Cioè,
alla 2.
Alla 2?
Alla 2. Quando era al gas,
Hello.
quando è andato via a Costa.
Ladies and gentlemen, just before we begin the official post-race press conference here at the Grand Prix of Germany, as is tradition here at the Sachsenring, there's always a special presentation made to the rider who sets the fastest lap in the Motogp race. The prize, as always, is a unique ring, so it gives me great pleasure to welcome the Mayor of Hohenstein-Ernstthal, Lars Kluge, who will now make the presentation of the Sachsenring to our race winner and fastest rider with a best lap of 1:20.704. It's the king of the Sachsenring, Marc Marquez.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I guess it's the 6th time.
The 6th time?
Yeah.
Nice. I like the ring. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I need to sign in our golden book.
Okay.
I'm waiting here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you.
Por semana matrimoni.
Desgraciado.
Arrodíllate, ponerte.
Okay, now we can commence the post-race press conference after the Liqui Moly Grand Prix of Germany here at the Sachsenring. What a weekend it has turned out to be for the undisputed king of the Sachsenring. He's back on top of the throne. Marc Marquez for the Ducati Lenovo team. Marc's 200th MotoGP race weekend, and he celebrates it with pole position, the sprint win and victory in today's 30-lap Grand Prix of Germany. Congratulations once again, Marc. Second place, what a hard-fought second place for BK8 Gresini racing rider Alex Marquez, just 2 weeks after Alex broke a bone in his left hand. Sensational second for Alex here behind his brother, and completing yet another all Ducati podium is Ducati Lenovo team rider Pecco Bagnaia. Gentlemen, congratulations to all three of you. Marc, congratulations in particular to you once again, the king of the Sachsenring. It was a tough 30 laps. Hard to keep the focus on the concentration, but you did it. How does it feel to win once again at your beloved Germany?
Yeah, of course, super happy because this was one of the tracks that I marked on the calendar to attack. The other ones was defend, the last two ones, but this one is true that, as we know, is a special racetrack for me, and yeah, we did a perfect weekend, super concentrated. Especially yesterday was the most important day of the weekend on that rain conditions, and today on dry I knew that my rhythm was a bit faster than the others, and I just tried to don't exaggerate and flow on the racetrack.
Marc, only 10 riders finished that Grand Prix. Tricky conditions, obviously very easy to make a mistake. So how was it for you out at the front?
Yeah, as you say, only 10 riders finished the race. That turn one was quite critical. The fact that yesterday rain was no Michelin rubber on the racetrack, and from the beginning I saw that was more slippery than usual. On that turn one also was a bit, but tailwind, and pushed the bikes a bit out, and was more difficult to stop. So yeah, I was taking care about all these things, and especially when I saw a lot of yellow flags, a lot of marks on the racetrack, this gave me that extra concentration.
Marc, this is your 4th Grand Prix win in a row now. It's actually moved you on to 69 MotoGP victories. Today you moved ahead of the Italian legend Giacomo Agostini into second in the all-time winners list. I mean, just to have your name compared with somebody like Ago must be special, but now to beat his winning record, a special feeling to do it here in the Sachsenring.
Yeah, of course, it's super important to keep enjoying on the bike, and if you are winning means that you are enjoying, and this season I'm enjoying a lot. To achieve my 200 GPs with a victory means that still we are in a very good level, so I will try to keep going, and and especially keep with the same passion. This will be the key point.
Amazing job, your 9th victory here in Motogp, Marc, at the Sachsenring. Congratulations to you once again. We'll come on then to Alex Marquez. Alex, I think if we'd have spoken in this room on Thursday and we said you were going to finish second in that German Grand Prix, you'd have said, well, where do I sign? Give me the contract right now. It was a real tough 30 laps for you, but that second place must feel as good as a win almost.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super happy. I mean, today was an important day. When I saw it that was dry, you know, I was like saying, okay, we need to not go for it, but it was better to save a little bit the things, because yesterday on wet I suffered a little bit, you know, thinking too much of no crashing, of not making the mistake. Today I was riding in a better way. So yeah, after what happened in Assen, you know, to be here second is something that gives to me a lot of confidence, a lot of boost. We'll see how I can recover and how much I can be better on Brno, but this podium feels amazing. I mean, before to come here in Sachsenring, if you are fit or not, you are thinking to make second more, because Marc, we know that here is super difficult to beat, so to be second and to save the things like this is something super amazing. So I will try to recover a little bit in these 3 days and to arrive in Brno a little bit better.
Yeah, actually your 50th career podium, Alex, so congratulations on that. And your 100th Motogp start. There was a lot of chaos going on in front of you. Crashes in turn 1 for Pasca and Gian Antonio. What did you see, and what do you think was the reason why so many riders were crashing in that first corner?
I mean, first corner was difficult today, it was tricky. I mean, tailwind, I already saw it on the grid, but I saw it some flags that the wind was a little bit strong on that point from the tail. I said, okay, need to take care there, and especially today I think helped me that I was injured to not crash, because when you are injured and you know that you take care a little bit more on the details, and I was riding more with less flow, so you take care a little bit more. So that's helped me, and when I saw it that both they were crashing, you know, I was just trying to keep Pecco behind, because he was arriving really fast to me, and yeah, these seconds for me it's like a victory.
We know the ice machine's been working well in the Gresini hospitality this weekend. Alex, a fantastic job. We'll see you on track in a few days' time in Brno. Completing the podium then today, Pecco Bagnaia. Pecco, that was clearly a race of survival. We saw so many riders crashing out of contention. You did survive it. You're on the podium. So how was your day today here in the Sachsenring?
Honestly, when you are starting from the 4th row in the grid, you know, you just need to be happy if you're finishing on the podium. So I'm satisfied. I'm happy, but not fully satisfied, because I know that I'm finishing more or less always in the 3rd place. So I think that the potential is to do something more, and I was trying to do the maximum again, but every time I was getting closer to 0.5, 0.6, I was remaining stuck there. So it's true that it's more or less always like this, but I think we are doing a very good job in the last 3GP. We did a step in front, and we just need to be focused on it, try to continue working like this, and the result will come, I think. Alex is doing a fantastic job. He was injured, and managing 30 laps in this track all on the left is not easy. I was trying to force him a bit, but I wasn't fast enough to be very close. And apart Marc, today was a very intense race, because we were four riders with the same pace, me, Dija, Alex and Beth, and it was quite difficult in that moment, because we were all pushing to get closer, and the front was not very stable, was catchy, so finish the race today was important, and I'm quite happy.
Alex just mentioned about how tricky the tailwind was on the brakes going into the first corner. How difficult was that for you to manage as well?
I think the same. Tailwind, also in corner 10, you were feeling that the wind was pushing a bit, and also the fact that the track was completely clean after the rain of yesterday wasn't helping. So the pace, I was expecting a bit more pace today, but after the yesterday rain and this morning rain, was difficult to remain on the 21 low.
Marc, Alex, Pecco, great job once again. We'll take questions please now from the media. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hi Adam Wheeler. Question for Mark. Well, congratulations for the win. Didier was saying that when he was following you, you were just so precise. You know, you were able to take tenths of a second by being, you know, measured every lap. How's this possible? Is it just so much experience here at Sachsenring, or has another factor come into it?
I mean, of course, when you arrive in a circuit where you feel good, and when it's for my riding style was perfect, even perfect conditions, because it was a bit slippery and I like it. But I was in a perfect line in the correct way every corner, because I was not in my limit. My limit was 20.4, 20.3 as I show on the practice. But today just I tried to manage the tires from the beginning, because I knew that the race was super long. It's true that in the end the tires drop more than what I expect, but even like this I feel comfortable.
Another question for you, Mark. On Friday afternoon, you worked with a medium for the race. Do you think it was useful?
Sorry?
You worked with a
Yes.
medium to prepare the race. Do you think it was important after what happened today?
Yeah, Friday afternoon was the only practice I didn't finish in the top because I didn't make the second time attack. But even like this, the lap time of Dija was super fast, because it was under the record. So, but as you say, I prefer to prepare the race, because the forecast say that maybe the next time I will ride the bike on dry will be directly on the race. So I was riding with that medium rear tire to prepare especially the electronic, the maps, because are crucial in this racetrack.
Question to Mark. Mark, yeah. There are some rumors that the new contract, after 5-year new contract for the Sachsenring, is really close. Good news for you and bad news for your concurrents?
Of course. If I need to add some money, I will do, don't worry.
But we'll go in the opposite side.
The opposite side.
All the riders, we can
Start a bidding war between all of you. Yeah.
No, of course, as we see this weekend, the racetrack was full. It was one of the years that I see more people on the grandstand, so nice event.
Lukas Tulic for Sky Sport Germany. When I see you on track, question for Mark. When I see you on track, for me it looks super smooth and a bit too easy. When I look back to your times in Honda, was much more on the limit. Is it just your riding style that changed now on the Ducati? But for me, from the outside, looks like you're almost never riding at 100%.
No, of course, I mean, I have respect to all the riders, and I'm pushing, and I'm trying to be super concentrated, and it's not like I'm riding with one hand. It's not like this. I mean, I'm pushing, and we are in Motogp here in Sachsenring. In the other racetracks, as I say, in Assen, for example, I was not the fastest one. I won the race, but I was not the fastest one. So today it's true that I feel super good from the beginning, from the FP1, and yeah, the way to ride Ducati is a big difference compared Honda, but also the fact that I had the injury in my arm and all these things, I changed my riding style to be a bit smoother and less physical.
Simon Patterson from the race. Question to all three of you. Obviously, this weekend, big crowds and great atmosphere and everything, but we also saw a lot of bikes hitting the barriers, a lot of big crashes. Does there need to be some safety modifications made if we're going to keep coming here?
Yeah, of course, this is one of the racetracks that I love it, but some walls are in the limit, super in the limit, especially on wet conditions, because in wet conditions when you crash, looks like you increase even the speed when you touch the tarmac. So yeah, it's true that we have a good protections with their fans, but it's obvious that it's not a racetrack from like Qatar, or that you never arrive in the walls. They are working on it.
Yeah, same as Marc said. I mean, they need to modify some things to increase a little bit, like turn 5 or turn 8, all these things. But they are working out. So you know, if they renew the contract, for sure they will make some modifications.
Yeah, not much more to add. It's true that we are always increasing a bit the speed. So the bikes are faster, the trucks are the same, so it's difficult to be always on the limit in terms of safety. It's true that they are working a lot in the track that is they are trying to manage better is Jerez, that is the one with more that is much easier to arrive to the wall. But if they do the same things, all the tracks, the old tracks, we can be much safer.
Hi, Dimitris Diatsidis from Greek TV here. A question for Marc. Marc, in the past you said to us that you admire Jorge Lorenzo of his accuracy in every corner to pass from the same centimeter. Today, just a few minutes ago, Fabio Di Gianantonio said that while following you, this was the fact that you are doing. So all these years you worked for this, or it is just in this track that is one of your best tracks?
No, it's just in this racetrack. I mean, in the other racetracks, in Assen, for example, I try to be precise, but it's not the strongest point of my riding style. But I'm able to do the corner in two different ways with the same lap time, more or less. Of course, more risk or less risk, but today, as I say, I was precise because I was not in the extra limit. In Assen I was in the limit, and then I did some mistakes, or just to go a bit more wide or less. But today I was able to ride in that way because I was just flowing on the racetrack.
David Emmett, Paddock Pass podcast. Another question for you, Marc. We had 18 people start, riders start, and 10 finishers. We saw a lot of crashes. Also, some of those crashes were quite painful for you because they helped Alex and Pecco. Do you have an explanation for why so many crashes here?
I mean, fair reason is because yesterday was rain conditions. Today in the warm-up was rain condition, and then when you jump to the slick tires, to the dry tires, the feeling is super strange in the beginning. It was like the bike is 200 kilos. But this one thing. Then the grip of the track was not perfect because rained yesterday. And the third thing was the front tire. Everybody chose the hard for that edge part on the left side, but center right was a bit on the limit because still you are on that hard front tire.
Okay guys, great job once again. We'll see you in Brno in just a few days' time. Thank you.